Hey guys, thanks for dropping by Design by Kathy. Today we're going to do a chain pull technique with acrylic paints. We're going to do it on canvas. We're also going to create, as our background, a wood grain effect. So let's get it set up and get started. For this video, we're going to do the chain pull technique. I'm going to use this little ball chain that I had some of here, and we're going to do it on a kind of create a wood grain look for this project. I've got a brown mixed up with Floetrol and paint, about 2 parts to the Floetrol to 1 part paint, and I have some black mixed the same way. This was actually some black left over from a previous project that I covered up, and we're gonna not waste it and get to use it. So, yeah, well, this will have to work. I'm going to, let's see, try to find somewhere to put something here. I'm going to just put my brown. I'm going to see how this works. I've got this tool. This is a texture tool. And I want to try to, I may have to cover the whole surface first. We'll see how this works. It may be that I need to cover it first and then come back and tool it. We'll see. Yes, it's looking much like we're going to need to do that. Which isn't a big deal here. I've got a brush right here, so let's see if we can just spread this around. Get my entire surface covered for sure once. Now we're going to start with the little tool here and see what we get going on. I'm going to add in a little bit of the black, and I'm going to see if I can drag it down through here. I'm just kind of lightly dragging this along here. Of course, it's got a little bit of weight to it, so you can see it's going all the way down, but we're going to keep going back and forth until we have our texture, but I don't want the, necessarily want the white of the canvas showing through. I'm going to add just a little dab down here. Try to put a small little line. going to worry so much about the edges right now. We'll come back and do those at a later point. I won't cut, the outer edges there. Right now, I just want this surface to be pretty much a wood grain look. And it's taking on some very, very interesting looks in here. Now we're going to do our chain pull. I'm going to use white paint. I am going to need gloves for this. You would definitely, because you're going to get your, well, unless you just really enjoy trying to get paint off later. But for me, I'll use gloves. Okay, I've got plastic. I know this is, I'm going to take my white paint and I'm going to put my little chain down. I'm sticking to the plastic wrap here. And I'm just going to put a little bead of paint on top of my little chain here. And I want to roll it around in there and make sure all of the chain is coated. With some paint. Okay, then we're going to start up here. Okay, this is actually the top, but I'm sorry you're seeing it upside down. I just can't, I don't really want to get in front of the camera and have you see the top of my head through a video. And then we're going to pull it like so. I'm gonna kind of wipe this off because I got a lot of brown, it got a lot of brown paint on it. So just wipe your cord off the best you can, unless you have a whole lot of different chains you want to use. And then I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to dip it back over here in the white. See if I can twirl it around there. Okay, I'm also going to add just a little more. I'm not overusing a lot of paint, not making a big blob here, but I can always add to this. And this is just paint right out of the bottle. I'm just zigzagging back and forth. And then we'll start our pull down to the center. Like so. I'm going to do a couple of smaller ones down in the, or at least for sure here. Again, this is just a little ball chain. You can find these at anywhere, a craft store, Walmart, online. You know, this is just little, you know, the little chains that you put the little hook on, they're everywhere. So this one is a teeny tiny little ball. I don't know what millimeter it is, but that doesn't matter. You may get bigger, if you use a bigger ball, you may get, you know, bigger points on it there. Versus this, I'm liking the way this is looking a lot, just right here. Excuse me. Just kind of rolling it rolling my chain in the paint. Make sure to get all of it covered. I want to do a smaller one, like right here. And just, again, take your chain back and forth, back and forth. And then you're going to come down through the, what would be the stem of your flower, or whatever you deem that this looks like to you. And gently, gently pull it through. Now this wood grain was just something I wanted to try with this little tool. But I'm pretty sure I picked this up at either Joann's or at Michael's. Just a nifty little, it's probably over in the scrapbooking section, I'll say, probably, because there's a lot of, you can find a lot of nifty tools to do things with in scrapbooking. Oh goodness, it was stuck to me, but it'll be okay. I'm gonna do a tiny one here. Just back and forth, back and forth. Make sure your chain is well coated with your paint, and then you're gonna come down right down the center here. How pretty is this? Should we do one more over here, or should we leave it? Let's do one more. One more little small one there. One more little dab of paint, a white paint, to get my chain, dip my chain in. I'm gonna try to wipe off as much brown as I can. And like I said, that little tool, it was very expensive. You just saw how easy it was to just drag that over, over your canvas with two colors. Okay, everything keeps wanting to stick to me now. I'm gonna see if I can make these a little tiny. Oops, it's sticking to me, sorry. But it's still gonna be okay because it's gonna drag down through here. And we're gonna just pull it gently. And I'm gonna turn this right side your direction. And there we have it. Let me know what you think, guys. This was I like using this. Again, I wish it doesn't have a name on it, and I've had it for a while, but I'm pretty sure got it in the scrapbooking section at one of the craft stores. It was a wood grain effect. It's even got another end. You can have a different effect, which is pretty cool. But I like the color contrast of this white on the wood grain. So I hope you'll share your thoughts with me. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and this video today. Hope you'll give it a try. This was a lot of fun, and it's relatively easy to do, and you get a really great effect and great look from it. So I hope if you have any comments or questions, I hope you won't hesitate to ask. Please like, share, and of course subscribe. And whatever you do, make it yours, make it personal, and you can do it.